Hello everybody, welcome back to Canceled, where we have another canceled show for you today, and hopefully we're not going to get ourselves canceled in the process. I'm Zach.
I'm Abby.
I'm Moss.
And today we're going to be talking about everyone's favorite knockoff superheroes. Sorry Abby, I took your thing. The A-Team. But first, a word from our sponsors. Looking for a unique and captivating pottery or home decor? Look no further than Warehouse Creations. This husband and wife team of potters, Bill and Jenny Ware, create a stunning body of work that blends the traditional perfection with the weird and wonky. Their complementary styles create a visually interesting and captivating collection that engages the viewer and invokes a sense of emotion, whether you're looking for a functional piece, a statement piece, or just something to complement your existing decor. Warehouse Creations has you covered. Find them on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to see their latest creations and let them fill your pottery or home decor needs today. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's get right into the episode. How can we put it?
What was the A-Team?
The A-Team, a group of army criminals, apparently. So, as in the theme song, in the opening credits, they say that there were, like, 3 guys who escaped a maximum security stockade through the Los Angeles Underground. Hopefully we don't get copyright for that. But basically, they have to go to jail because they robbed the bank in Vietnam under orders of their commanding officer, who apparently died at some point. And so now they're like wanted by the government.
So, the Suicide Squad.
Pretty much. But like they're just going around helping other people out with potential bad guys. There are spoilers ahead in this video, just for your information. But you know what? Every single one of these videos have spoilers in them.
Spoilers for a show that's been out for 40 years.
True.
You didn't watch it already.
So, like, did they have superpowers, or are they just ordinary people who are...
The only superpower they have is Mr. T and a little thing called the Second Amendment.
And also kidnapping people and bombs and trucks.
Wait, they kidnapped someone?
Okay, so look, a little bit of explanation with this one. So there's this episode, When Are You Coming Back, Range Rider? It's a 2-parter. They're apparently trying to capture this guy named Buzz Carter, who smuggles wild Mustangs out into Mexico to get like ground up into dog food, which sounds disgusting. But like, what happens is they kind of get into a little bit of a firefight, and they take Buzz Carter's niece so they can escape. And then once they get back to their camp, then they just like drop her off and just leave.
Kidnapping.
Kidnapping.
But without ransom.
Should have had ransom.
Still kidnapping.
Still.
And then earlier today, Zach showed me a clip to prepare for this, where this guy almost hit someone. I'm not talking
yeah.
a big race. That was a tiny bit away from running someone
that
over
same
full on
episode,
with a van.
That same episode, they ended up taking BA's van and just yeeted it into the Santa Monica Pier.
They're all criminally insane.
Really, no. Murdoch is the insane one.
Yeah, Mr. T is just Mr. T.
Mr. T is...
He has some good cereal.
Mr. T, don't mess with him. If you ever see Mr. T, don't mess with him.
I love
Just say hi.
His mohawk is pretty cool.
It is. Hannibal Smith, the brains of the operation. Mm-hmm. You can tell they served under each other.
Yeah.
Templeton Peck, or Face Man, pretty cool name. He's the master of disguise.
Of course.
Mr. T, the strong man, if you need to punch someone in the face to knock him out.
Yeah.
And then you have Murdoch, the clinically insane guy who apparently can escape a mental asylum and still fly an airplane.
Because everyone needs that in their group. Everybody has the strong man, the guy that can't put on a single identity, and the crazy person.
It's his group.
And this is something I forgot to mention last take. I forgot to mention that there was also a girl involved as well. Amy, I think it was. I forgot her name. Someone correct me. But yeah, I forgot. But yeah, there was a woman in the group that also could possibly be like there's more guys, and it just probably wasn't in the right direction.
The A-Team was actually consisted of 50 people. They all just interchanged.
It was only 5. There's only 4 to 5.
They had clones of each other. Mr. T wasn't the real Mr. T. Mr. T was in a frail,
Okay, we're not
fragile
gonna go
body.
into conspiracy theories
Yes,
now.
we are. Mr. T is
We
not
will.
the real Mr. T.
This is the podcast to where we can start the conspiracy theory.
We're
They
not starting.
deteriorate the reason why they ended the show is because they ran
Well-
out of clones.
Well, I mean, we did talk about the last conspiracy theory about Barney. So I mean,
It's not
was it really a conspiracy theory?
It's just someone being scared of Barney because it's not actually scary.
No, no, Miles. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking more about like the entire Barney. Okay, wait, this isn't Barney. What
Go
are we
watch
talking
that,
about?
by the way.
Yeah, go watch
Yeah,
Barney.
go watch the episode. It's
yeah,
funny.
It's weird. It's crazy. It's mayhem. All these episodes are mayhem.
Okay, so for the A team, like, do you know like why they stopped making them?
So-
Other than your conspiracy theory?
So
Old.
ratings ended up dropping, like
I
by
wonder why.
1986.
Because the
Probably.
clones lost their spark.
Well, you gotta take into consideration that there is a lot of violence that's like not too violent, but like you're getting guys like beaten up a lot. Like Mr. T actually does throw people.
That's why I
Um,
like him.
There's a couple scenes. One episode they end up some bad guy ends up lighting a logging truck on fire after dousing it with gasoline.
Oh boy.
And what in the world are you doing?
That's perfect, man. It's
And
just
then-
sounding more and more like a Arnold movie every second.
Sounded like Watership Down.
I don't know what relationship Watership has to that.
It's
I know what
it's-
that movie is. That's a bunny movie. This
It's
is
a
like
bunny movie. You think it's cute.
it's a
but
bunny movie
not.
that's really dark, but it doesn't have any relation to the A-Team. A-Team's like a 80s action movie, bro. That's like Arnold, man.
But
That's Rambo.
people die. There's fighting.
No one dies.
No
in
one
A-Team.
dies. No one dies actually. Like they just like all they're doing is when they shoot, they go for the tires and then let the car go yeet into outer space.
And in a lake.
How does that work?
so,
I mean, if
I'm being
the end
figurative.
of Greece can fly, then
so
people can
look,
do whatever they want. in
so
A-Team.
apparently like there be like some random car chase and the next thing you know it they shoot out a tire and then the car just like goes flip, bam, right on top of the roof.
I think Mr.
Nobody
T
gets hurt
picked the
apparently.
car up.
So, only one person dies in one episode. We don't talk about that. We don't,
Mr. T's
don't talk
clone.
about that. It wasn't Mr. T.
That's Mr. T's clone.
It wasn't Mr. T. It wasn't any of the 18 members that did
The
it.
A-Team clones.
Okay, now I see where you're getting the conspiracy theories
See?
from. Oh my
He's
gosh.
just so.
They're all clones. They deteriorated every episode. That's why they canceled it. Is because they didn't have enough clones. They didn't have any backup clones.
Okay.
Mr.
well,
T didn't stop making them
So
anymore.
I asked if they had any superpowers, right? And you said Mr. T. What do you mean by that?
Basically, Mr. T is like very strong. So
Yeah.
like honestly,
So he's built different.
he could probably lift a car.
So he built different.
They're making them clones strong.
Oh my gosh, Miles.
But he has like lifted like probably a couple episodes. He's probably thrown people like left and right for no reason. But the one thing you can't do to B.A. Baracus is get him on an airplane. Especially when Murdoch is the one flying.
Yeah, because the Bluetooth cuts off.
Yeah. There was no Bluetooth back in the
Yeah,
1980s.
how'd they control the clones then?
What? Oh my gosh. Who's our conspiracy theory podcast? Take over this, will you? Please.
I think they're all clones. There's a reason why they all were different.
Get him on.
I don't need to be kicked off. I speak the truth.
But look, but yeah, apparently like BA can actually would throw people for like or like crash through the wall. You never know.
Kool-Aid
So
Man.
was
You never know
the
what's gonna
18 made for kids, or was it a show for adults?
That is a good question. Is anything at this point really intended for kids?
Excuse me, but I have the hiccups on camera.
SpongeBob had clones. I say it was meant for kids.
Well, I mean, you think about it,
SpongeBob
like,
did have clones.
well, think about it. At the same time, like, it was a different generation where, like, they could probably
True.
go, okay, little Johnny, you're 5. Here you go. Sit in front of the TV, watch a bunch of people shoot at each other and not get hurt.
people shoot people.
watch the insane bank
That's
robbers and lunatics.
Watch this guy throw someone.
There you go. Like
Yeah, that's
nowadays,
why.
Like, why did he throw people?
like now
Because he could. I would
because
do
they
that
were
too.
bad guys.
Yeah, dude. They were
He
bad
wasn't
guys.
any better.
He was insane, but he was a good insane.
No, well, I mean, then again, you do have to remember Murdoch ended up actually running out in one episode in front of a gang of motorcyclists
Yeah.
and pretended to be a chicken. Like, I'm being so for
He
real.
really,
it is so
he
funny.
really took. What? Why did the
For real,
chicken cross the road?
Yeah, and then the motorcycle gang just started chasing him and he ran.
All I'm saying
Bye
is,
bye,
man,
chicken.
the real A-team is still in the prison.
No, well, in season 5, they ended up getting caught and court-martialed, and they were supposed to be shot in a firing squad, but of course they didn't. I'm not going to spoil it.
Yeah, because the clones
Too late.
escaped.
I did kind of spoil it a little bit. Sorry about that, Skip.
Again,
It's too
40
late to
years
say
old.
that.
Yeah, if anybody's doing a little A-team rewind,
So, how old were you guys when you watched 18? Because I never did.
like 10, 5. My grandma always had it on, so I used to watch it. That's when my clone theory started.
I was about 5 or 6.
I've had this thing brewing.
About the same age I started watching silent movies.
Yeah, this guy's like 30, 40, 50 years in the past. I can't.
No, actually about 100.
Yeah, he is like 100 years in the past.
Yeah. But yeah, this show was like running alongside those of like MacGyver.
Oh my god,
Miami Vice,
yeah. Oh,
Magnum PI.
ooh. Magnum PI, Miami Vice.
No, good
Magnum
grief,
PI.
Tom Selleck. I swear.
Yeesh.
But yeah, it's like it's running alongside all those shows that are like still containing violence. So like you can see there's a trend in the 80s and
Yeah.
70s where like where the 70s probably was the age of like where you have a bunch of police TV shows, Charlie's Angels.
Yeah.
A
lot of a lot of
and-
police shows.
Yeah, like the 80s is probably a time for like let's take action movies and we're gonna turn it
them
into
on
like a bajillion episodes and then throw them in this time slot for prime time television.
80s was the action golden years. That's like Rambo, that's Predator, all that stuff. That's good stuff.
Yeah. I was like Smokey and the Bandit. No, that's 70s. Oh, good grief. Where am I? Anyways, I'm still in the disco era.
18 are cool. And I mean, they're kind of infamous, man. You go up to anyone and you say, "Do you know the A-Team?" And they're gonna be like, "Yep."
Yeah, pretty much. Good grief. What was it? There were a couple of times like the A-Team would like almost get caught by Decker or Lynch, but like next thing you know it, they're just like escaping them left and right.
Yeah.
Oh, so they were still wanted when they were doing all of this.
They were they were still wanted by the army.
Freaking off-brand superheroes.
I love being wanted by the army. But I don't think
You don't-
clones could be wanted.
You don't want to be wanted by the army. You don't want the
They
army to go
weren't
after you.
clones, Miles.
Yeah, they
were
weren't.
clones.
They weren't.
No, they were clones.
They
You
were
need to
not.
believe me, man. They were all
Okay,
clones.
well, okay. They also did MacGyver stuff sometimes.
He was a clone.
So like, there was an old abandoned like when you're coming back, Range Rider. There's a what is it? It's a little car thing that was all rusted for a railroad line.
Mm-hmm.
They ended up fixing it up for like a battle station. Made a Dukes of Hazzard tape dynamite to a bow and arrow and just start shooting it on top of boxcars where there were people.
Isn't that just perfect, man? That's perfect.
Off-brand childhood superheroes who are absolute bank robbers, lunatics, and war criminals.
That's
What
my
else can we
favorite.
add to this list?
Clones?
Sounds like Batman.
No, Batman's
Wait a
a
minute.
billionaire.
Wait a minute.
Small. No, Batman's a good person. I love me some Batman.
Well, I mean, okay, I haven't
Or
seen.
Harley Quinn.
Well, I mean, I haven't seen
he
any of the Avengers movies, but like, don't forget, like, when a superhero destroys something, how much is that going to cost? Like,
I mean,
if you
there's the
destroy an
whole-
entire city, that's got to be upwards of $1 million.
That's a whole like thing. It's damage control.
It's like when the good guy when the bad guy destroys a city, it's like, how dare you?
All right. The real question is, do you think they have superhero insurance? Like, if the Hulk picks up your new 2001 Honda sedan, do you just get it back?
No.
Because the Hulk missed and threw it at a building.
No, the
I
government.
think there's
no,
Hulk insurance.
No, the local governments would be like, No. This did not happen. This did not exist.
They wouldn't cover it
Get
up
out.
because it would be on TV of Hulk missing a shot with your brand new sedan with your kid inside.
Hold up.
Like it's I mean it's
with
insane,
the kid.
Hey man, you gotta add like shrapnel in there. But I think there is Hulk insurance. There's Hulk insurance, Thor insurance. I don't think there's Spider-Man insurance, but I think there's.
Did you
genuine.
just say? Are we gonna excuse the fact that you just said that they yeeted a person's
Hey, man,
sedan with the child in the back?
People can forget him in hot cars. They can forget him when an intergalactic threat comes up and tries to blow up New York for the 50th time.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
Off topic. Anyways, we're going back to the A-team here.
Batman insurance.
We're going back to the guys who apparently flip cars for a living.
And our clones.
Yeet people. They are not clones.
So, he just do people because he can.
Well, I mean, he did a lot of
yeah.
other stuff. Like he
Made
was the
cereal.
person who drove.
So like the guy who flips the cars,
Well,
those people and drives. That makes sense.
I wouldn't
well,
trust that
actually, he didn't flip the cars necessarily. Like everyone kind of did at one point or another. Like whenever they were to shoot at the tires, which like is very unrealistic, unless you're off by like a random ramp in the middle of I-85 or something.
All right, the
and
real
then that
question
happens.
is, if Mr. T cut you off in traffic, would you fight him?
Yes.
No,
You would lose so fast.
I am not messing with
You
Mr.
would actually
T.
get thrown off the interstate.
I am not messing with Mr. T at all.
He'd flip your car just because he could.
And look, okay,
Do it.
So look, there was kind of a thing between BA and his van because there's like episodes like the Range Rider one. I keep going back to that one. That's my favorite.
Yeah, that's his favorite.
Where Hannibal just like drives it off Santa Monica Pier and not to mention that he did almost hit someone, but you know what?
That mushroom, this man's leg almost got completely blown off.
Well, not blown off, but like kind of like cargo yeet.
What's the word I'm thinking of? I can't think of the word right now, but it's something.
Yeah.
But
But wasn't there also like some cereal made for it?
yeah, the
Yeah,
Mr. C
branded
cereal.
cereal. It's peak. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up
And
right now.
and okay, do you remember that commercial about Aaron's with the double A team?
I think so.
He
yeah.
was in that. Mr. T was in that commercial, and it made so much sense.
Mr. T cereal. Here we go. Infamous, man.
Yes.
Oh, there was Mr. T stickers inside. Wow.
Where can I get a box of this?
Yeah, it was just little
Somewhere over
corn,
the rainbow.
corn and oat teas. There was a comic in the back as well.
Sorry.
It was released in tandemonium with E.T. cereal.
Oh my.
E.T. was good. Okay, but still.
Love me some.
So
Mr. T.
they were canceled because of ratings.
Yeah,
And
the ratings plummeted. There's the cereal. Enjoy.
He's beautiful.
Enjoy. All
wait,
you,
hold on, let me see it.
everyone born in about the 60s, 70s, and 80s, y'all were lucky to have this for your childhood. But yeah, Murdoch escaping the insane asylum. Can we believe this?
love him escaping the insane asylum.
Well,
because-
really?
It still sounds like the Suicide Squad.
Well, here's the thing. For the Range Rider, actually, no. This is so funny. So apparently, Murdoch at one point gets crazy to where he wants a trash bag, and he keeps begging for a trash bag that he'll use for like a blanket. Apparently, why?
Trash bags
I
are
think
really
they
cool.
genuinely no. They went on the street, just picked some people up, and said, "We will hire you if you act just how you are now." They picked these guys out
They're
after
not
like a
clones.
gas station.
They're not
He didn't
clones.
say they were clones.
I'm not saying they're clones.
They're not
I'm saying-
random people.
I'm saying
It's
they're
the
just
same
random
vibe.
people that they found outside of a gas station begging for change.
It's the same
They just
4
kinda
to
picked 'em up.
5. Miles,
There's
they're
no
getting,
way that
Miles,
this man.
Miles, they're getting paid to like take out not necessarily take out somebody, but use like lethal force to try
Yes, I will use a gun
to get justice.
and then sleep with a trash bag.
Oh my gosh. And not to mention, like no one was safe. Like there was even an episode with a fireman that was a bad guy at one point.
Of course.
In which they ended up burning the fire station.
What is
in the
wrong with
place
this
of-
city?
This is I don't think.
Do I need to mention that the
heroes,
city
man.
is Los Angeles?
Oh,
That
makes
explains
sense. No, that makes sense.
That
No,
explains a lot.
I can.
Like,
Alright, everything is clear now.
Like, can we just say for the record, that is a twist of events right there. Like, the fire station
Being
catches
set on
fire.
Fire, yeah. Wow.
Like-
I
like
thought they would have, like,
That's
power
ironic.
From the push of a button, they completely just burn a fire station.
You know what? Yeah, this one guy.
Hey, you can
bad
say
guy.
that fire was stationed.
That's kind of crazy though. This one guy is a bad guy, so let me just burn all these people's things.
Well, I
That's
mean,
about my dad joke, okay?
that was only I got it, but that was only one episode where they.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't technically them though, but yeah, it was. Yeah. So what are we taking from this episode? The
They're all
80s is
lunatics.
weird. The 80s is a weird time.
They're all clones.
If you grew up in the 80s, I'm still not gonna understand, but I hope you had a good time. I don't understand what happened. But
Bye.
yeah, just
Bye.
also don't forget Happy St. Patrick's Day
And
Easter.
Easter.
All right, bye.
Bye. They were clones, by the way. Bye.
Yeah, get ready for the next episode next month.